What are we going to do about the impact that cane toads are leaving on our Australian native wildlife? Hi, I'm Bianca Miller, and I'm here to talk to you today about the impacts that cane toads are leaving on our native wildlife. The cane toad, also known as the buffalo manus, is classified as the largest neotropical toad, is endangering our Australian native species. In Australia, there is no known predator or disease that can control the cane toad, causing the rate of migration to increase from 40 to 60 kilometres per year, moving eastward. The paranoid glands on the cane toad are another reason why the cane toad has such a large impact on Australian native wildlife. As other animals and species consume the cane toad, the toxic glands cause effects like rapid heart rate and paralysis. This is why the cane toad has no natural predator, and the population of the cane toad continues to increase. The cane toad's food consumption consists of insects and small prey, and their exterior, known as being extremely durable predators, was the reasoning why they were introduced to Australia. The cane toad was released to Queensland in attempts to eradicate the cane beetle, which destroyed sugarcane crops. The species has now moved to reach the drier areas of Queensland and have spread throughout most of Australia. The cane toad has been listed as a key threatening animal under the Commonwealth Environment Protection Biodiversity Conservation Act 1999, as it continues to eradicate and endanger Australian native species. The different native species, like the Wallen froglet and the green-thighed frog, are considered vulnerable due to the cane toad's lethal toxins within their wart-like glands. Many other native species, like frogs and birds, have been impacted by the arrival of the cane toad, which has left them to become vulnerable or endangered. Why should we care about the impact that cane toads have on Australian native wildlife? The cane toad has such a large effect on Australian native species, as our wildlife are becoming endangered, which will lead to extinction. We need our native predator species, such as the native frogs, lizards, and crocodiles, as they are important to the food chain and the circle of life within Australia, but the cane toad keeps continuing to eradicate them. Without these native species, Australia will continue to lose their wildlife, which plays into effect of Australia's culture. To help stop the spread of cane toads locally, the New South Wales government have advised that people remove anything with standing water, bringing their pet food in, and keeping their lights off outside. They also advise and demonstrate the humane way to kill a cane toad, otherwise to contact your local NPWS office. The Brisbane City Council explains the prevention that will help eliminate the spread of cane toads, like removing eggs and having basic fencing. By helping the spread locally, this will help the state thrive. Moreton Island is just one of the few locations where cane toads do not live. The council promotes and supports this foundation and believes it is important to support the native wildlife against cane toads. It continues this commitment every year. The council deploy cane toad detection dogs that regularly search with a handler that educates the locals on prevention matters. By promoting the effects cane toads have on Australian native wildlife, this could create new ideas on how to eradicate them. Nationally, there is nothing being done to continue the eradication of cane toads, which will affect the environment, and the biodiversity will continue to decline. The state and local levels are both advising people with instructions on what to do to prevent cane toads, but they are not doing anything to eradicate them. This is why we need to do something about the migration of cane toads, so they can stop destroying our native wildlife and ecosystems.